And we're back here, episode 1 of Sorry About That podcast, y'all. I'm having a special guest here, a personal client of us, Nikki J.
Hi guys, how are you?
How y'all doing? So today, we're just gonna get into pretty much get people to know you, where you come from. So let's start where you born.
I was born in LA, Woodland Hills actually. So I was more of a valley girl most of my life.
Yeah.
And then I went to Santa Clarita for a good part of my
Santa Clarita?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's from Santa Clarita. Small town girl.
So you're a valley girl.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Can't you tell by the way I talk?
Yeah, I could tell. But let's get in. Where'd you go to school?
I went to Hart High School.
Hart?
Hart High
Where's
School
that at?
in Santa Clarita,
Oh, yeah?
in Newhall.
Middle school?
Middle school also in Newhall, Costa Rita.
And high school? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, right there too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Santa Clarita. So guys, this is our personal client. She's our OnlyFans client, and we're having an amazing relationship, and we're gonna blow her up. Pretty much, we're gonna.
So.
Yes.
I would love that. That would be so great.
So let's get into it. How did you and your husband meet?
So we met in Studio City at a restaurant in Firefly.
Yeah.
It was really cute, actually. I saw him from across the bar, and we were there, completely separate, and just kept looking at him, and he kept looking at me, and.
Oh, so you guys were in two separate like dinners, and
Pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So he went up to you or what?
He did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Felt like a movie.
Yeah, it was. That sounds like a movie. So you guys met there, and how was the first date, or?
It was interesting. When I met him, he was wearing a Playboy T-shirt. If that's any indication of where things are now. Playboy T-shirt, had like a dog tag, like really just different hair.
Yeah.
Just it was just a different version of him. It was so interesting.
Yeah.
But he started to hold a candle in my eye because he said that he liked the way my eyes looked, and so he would just stick a candle literally in my eye
just to see how your
just
eyes...
staring at me, and then he starts feeding me, and it was the cutest thing ever.
Oh, romantic, I see. Yeah. Okay. And you guys are married, right?
Mm-hmm. We just got married in April.
Oh, really?
In Tulum.
In Tulum?
Yeah.
And how was that?
Super, super amazing. Like, we're very spiritual people, so it was important for us to have that intimacy together.
Yeah.
And doing something just so magical. Like, we had a wedding in a cenote in the jungle, so it was just really, really.
Yeah, that sounds like a vibe, actually. Yeah.
It was so
That's
great.
good. So let's get into how did you start? This is what you wanted to do?
Yeah. Interestingly enough, I feel like I'd always kind of been like this sexual deviant, like all my life as a kid, just kind of very inquisitive about how I was feeling and my body and just different things. It was just something I was kind of enamored with all the time, and so I thought about it all the time, and I think just naturally that's what's inside me, and I just always want it to come out.
And how did he take it when you first told him that you wanted to do this?
Surprisingly, he was really supportive.
He was open about it?
Completely supportive, and as long as we were transparent and we didn't hide anything, we just talked with each other openly and honestly about everything that we were going to do or thought about or wanted to embark on together, like that it was going to be a trusting.
That's great, because I feel like, most people won't take that as he did, because it's
really hard.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard to accept trying to get into that. It's hard to accept doing that. So it's
And I don't know if I could be that trusting. The other way around.
Exactly.
He's much more understanding than me. I get a little jealous.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're a jealous type.
Yeah.
Oh
Bad.
no! Yeah.
Yeah.
So he makes you jealous.
I'm very territorial of him.
So it's like whatever is mine is mine.
Yes, completely.
Yes. No, there's nothing wrong with that. How far are you willing to take? Well, how far are you willing to go in this industry? Because this industry is really crazy, and it's like you might have to do crazy things. So how far are you willing to go? Pretty much.
This is actually something that we've talked about as far as what the limits could be if, for instance, we become porn stars or something like that, or if only I did, like how would he handle that? And I think what we collectively came up with together was that if we did it, we would embark on it together, and we would let people know what our boundaries were and what the stipulations were, and that basically creating an environment for us that we couldn't be broken. Like everything was solid.
So it's just together, both of y'all.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, let's say a company comes and they want you to do a scene with another female. Would you be open to do that?
This is also something we've talked about before, and I think again when we communicate it the right ways, like, and do it from a place that is like open and honest, and like again that nothing could break our bond, then anything's really possible. And he tells me, you know, now I'm trying to think of the saying that you should want for the other person what you want, or what they want for themselves.
So what's best?
Yeah. You know, that you want to support their fantasies, like their feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good that you guys have a mutual understanding and.
Well, and still, it's not the most comfortable thing.
No, I bet it's.
So it's definitely conversations that have a little bit of a cringeworthiness.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
based on how involved you are with that person, how much you love them.
Yeah. So when you guys shoot your own scenes, was it weird at first? Was it like being in front of the camera? I should say.
So for us, I feel like when we film ourselves, we don't have much of a problem. I think at the very beginning we did. You know, we felt like we were almost playing to camera more than we were just. You know, in my mind, I kept thinking that whatever we filmed was going to be like extorted or released or would go somewhere, like this fear of mine. So everything had to be like so robotic, and we just weren't in it. And once I realized, like, what am I thinking? This is for our personal use. If I don't like it and I look at it, it's like delete, it's gone. So once I got out of my head a little bit about that, it was a lot easier for us to film ourselves to the point where we forgot we were even filming.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. So it's good getting used to the camera, being in front of the camera. But have you heard of I heard Lena the Plug, the story that went viral?
Yeah,
about
I've kind of seen that.
Yeah. So for example, like that, how she's married and
something about her husband let her.
Yeah, let her. Yeah. Let's say, because in this industry, like money, they're gonna offer you a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, would you be open to that type of stuff, or your husband would be open to that type of stuff?
Yeah, that's something you'd have to ask my husband. For sure.
Yeah.
I surrender to that.
No, and I understand that if you want to, I understand if you want to let you, I understand, but it's just crazy in my mind that letting someone else do that to it's crazy,
Yeah, it's hard to comprehend. It's really hard. I think I ride that line all the time where I'm questioning constantly, like, is this me? Can I do this? Am I capable? Am I good enough? All these different things. Like, there's so many barriers you feel like you have to break down, and like just being a woman and all the pressures and how hard it is. It's like, it just gets to be a lot sometimes. But you have to be really healthy about it and just stay motivated and try to keep your eye on the prize and everything.
I get that, yeah. And what's your favorite food?
My favorite food?
Yeah.
I love a good charcuterie board. Is that weird?
I ain't never heard that in my life.
A charcuterie board?
Yeah, what is that?
It's the big board with meats and cheeses, and it has like nuts and honey and all these different little things.
I gotta try that. I never had that.
Never had a charcuterie board? Oh my gosh, it's the best.
Where? What restaurant?
Anywhere. I mean, really, like more of like an Italian place, or I don't know. I think mostly everyone has it. Or like wine places, because they pair really well with wine.
I gotta give that a try. See, I'm really like
It sounded so bougie, huh?
Yeah, it does. I'm really a saucy person, so I like pasta.
Yeah.
Like anything with pasta, I'm a sucker for.
I do love a good chicken wing, like a buffalo chicken wing.
Where do you go for your chicken wings?
I love Wingstop.
No.
Is that bad?
Well, because I like Buffalo, Buffalo Wild Wings, so no, Wingstop is good, but
they have the Cajun rub. That's what it is. It's like the really hot one.
I haven't tried that yet.
Yeah.
But I like Asian Zing. I don't know if you tried that before.
No, I haven't.
You gotta give that a try. You gotta give that a try. I'm telling you, it's like sweet, spicy. It's perfect.
That's awesome.
Perfect. Yeah. But
I have my wing game.
Yeah, you do. But okay, do you guys use toys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
I feel like we've gotten away from that a little bit recently. I don't know why that is. I think because it's always just like work You know, like unless it's already there and set up,
Yeah.
and then it's like, oh, one of us is having to get up and, oh, hang on, let me go get this, let me go charge this, let me go plug this in. It's like just a lot.
Yeah. So what exactly a vibrator?
So we've used vibrator, dildos. We even bought a fucking machine.
Yeah.
With all the different attachments and everything, and we tried that. We actually broke it. So if that's any indication of how we are together.
Is it the machines where like it's just like you sit on it and it vibrates, or?
This one isn't the sitting. It's just a base, and then it has like an extension where you can put the attachments, and it's just going in and out. And
Oh man!
So you have to be like in a doggy style position, or position yourself interestingly enough with different.
Oh, so it's a dildo.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's man.
And it has different attachments, so different sizes and textures and different things.
Cause like I'm a freaky man, so I like going to the sex shop, and I like experiencing like different. I've gotten stuff like where it's good for the guys, where you apply before intercourse, and it's like a
gel.
Yeah, like a gel.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I like trying new things. Yeah, it's like a icy hot. Like it's just like it's kind of something like that. So yeah, I've tried different stuff, and I like I'm pretty like open to it too.
Right.
And yeah, so
Do you do butt play?
No, not that. I would not do. No.
No?
Nothing with my booty. No, I wouldn't. Is your husband?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, he loves it. Loves it.
Oh really?
Yeah. And he didn't even know until he met me. He actually was the guy that was like weird about his butt. Like if we were if we were like laying in bed even, and I just like stroked it the wrong way, like tickled it the wrong way, he'd like fly across the room.
It's just even my girlfriend be like smacking my butt sometimes, and I'm like, don't do that.
While you're having sex?
No, even like randomly, she'd be smacking my butt, and I just be like, don't do that. Like I don't like that. And I feel like I
can understand that. It's a little scary.
It is scary, yeah.
Yeah, it's like pretty daunting, and I think.
So how was that though?
Well, okay. So I think for a guy to be comfortable with his ass, you either have to be that secure of a person within yourself, or, which I think is what happened with us, is that you are with somebody who makes you feel so comfortable and so trusting that like you completely submit to them.
Yeah.
You're so vulnerable, and you're just like, I'm just open for pleasure, and like you're not here to judge me or anything else.
It's like a free world.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So once, and you kind of like, as a dude, it's hard to be submissive.
It
because
is.
your ass feels submissive.
Yeah.
Like if you're,
Yeah.
if it's being dealt with a certain way, it's like very like insecure and vulnerable, and it took some time actually to get into that, but once he opened himself up to it, he loves it.
And hopefully one day, maybe when I'm older or something, I'll get there. But we'll see. What is your favorite position?
Well, I feel like when we first met, I would have said missionary, just because it felt.
It's like intimate, you could say.
It's intimate, and I feel submissive, and like I'm letting him be masculine and the whole thing. But now I feel like it's either, well, I love writing him, so that's actually, so I think that would be my favorite. And then I have like a second and third. A second would be doggy style, and then third would be, we have this like sideways thing that we do.
The sideways position, yeah.
The lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it actually, like, it went from being really lazy to like, oh, we can do some shit with this, depending on how we turn or the angle or whatever. And so that's interesting now.
Yeah. How much do you guys have sex? Like every day or like weekly?
Oh my gosh. Well, there was a time where we were doing like
every day.
But like 8 times a day. We counted 8 times in one day.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then the next day would be like, slightly less, like 6 or something. But we would go on these binges sometimes. Like, I think that's what's really amazing about our relationship, is that we're on this constant roller coaster all the time. So we can have highs and lows, and, I feel like if we're really, really good on a really good high and everything's like working just right, we could average like, I mean, it seems like 50 times a week or something like that. At least that's what it feels like. You know, and then, you know, with everything else, there's ebbs and flows. So sometimes it's like, oh, we haven't done it in 2 days. Like that's a Guinness Book of World Records, you know. So let's make up for it and do it 7 times the next day or whatever it is. So it's a lot. So much I can't even count.
And like, since you've joining this industry, what have you learned? What is?
Well, one, you know, that people are, you know, when online and when they're behind the screen, it's so easy for them to like make judgments on you or to comment on the kind of sex you have or the way you're doing it, the way your body looks. That's one thing I've kind of had to get used to. Like, even if the comments are positive, it makes me just feel a certain way. I don't know what it is. It's like it's like I can feel a pressure sometimes from afar. So if I have to learn to get a thicker skin and to like be more confident and to just own what I do, because that's really difficult for me.
It's never gonna stop. You know, this comes with hate. You know, a lot of hate comes with this, so it's a lot to get used to.
Yeah, and there's a lot to like not be comfortable about.
Exactly.
You know, so I think it's just having a strength. And
do you feel like you're more comfortable now, like, or
it comes and goes? Like it just depends on how I feel that day. If am I feeling a little insecure, or am I feeling, you know, my hair is not right, or whatever it is. It's just, you know, again, women just kind of go through this thing with them where I'm learning to like be body positive, mind, everything. Just have everything in alignment and be healthy and stay motivated and just want to keep doing this and owning it. My husband always tells me like, just own it, own it, own it. And
you're gonna own it. You know, we're gonna help you with that. You're gonna own it. You know,
amazing.
And
can't wait.
And the hand job queen. Where did that come from?
That's something we established for ourselves because my husband, this was a couple years ago, he said, I want to try something and I want to feel like the best I've ever felt. And would you be open to this? And I said yes. And he insisted that I touch him from behind while he was on all fours. And I was, you know, even for me, I was like, oh, that's really interesting. You know, like, again, to be so comfortable and just like to want to give himself like that. So we went for it, and it was from what he says, like the amazing orgasms he's ever had in his whole life, and the way that it felt, it was just like so incomprehensible. And so we started doing this almost like every single time we had sex was like some kind of ritualistic, like penis massage, whether it was him on all fours or side, you know, or me sitting over him. And it just became, again, this like ritualistic thing that we would do, and it was so erotic and so different, and it just kind of allowed me to like open up to different things, and it's like, well, here we go, let's see what works, like let me try this, let me try that.
So the hand job queen.
It just became something that I kind of just took on and became a little bit of a master at.
And stay tuned, y'all will be seeing the hand job queen in action.
I hope so.